Hey everybody, Mo here, and today I'm bringing you guys some gameplay on Samira Fizz. So Samira Fizz was an extremely dominant deck in the last patch. A lot of people consider it to be the best deck in the game up until basically Samira Varus kind of popped up everywhere. It was considered to be the best Samira deck in the game. Well, now Samira got nerfed, All Out got nerfed, specifically out of Samira packages. Inferno got nerfed, Burblefish got nerfed. So Burble went from being 6 mana to 8 mana. So people kind of thought like, oh, well, this Samira dead. You can't play the like Burble Shelly package anymore because Burble is just such a bad card. It's really hard to play early. It comes down too late, and by that point, you're kind of just losing. So people kind of gave up on Samira Fizz. Until recently, Samira Fizz is kind of repopularized. But it's a little bit of a different deck than it was beforehand. So beforehand, you were this like elusive aggro combo style deck where you would build up, a big board of elusives, and then you would play Fleet Admiral Shelly. You would be able to pump the board really wide. Like I said, you would have the Burble Fishes, because these would be 0 mana much earlier. So it'd be 0 mana 2/1s. You pair that with some Fleet Admiral Shellys, and then all of a sudden you're just OTKing your opponent on like turn 5, turn 6, turn 7. They're just 100% dead all the time. Well, the deck has changed. So the deck is still around, but it's changed a little bit. People kind of figured out the best build for it. So, beforehand in the last meta, some people were on a couple of copies of Powder Pandemonium, and they were like, oh, why play like the full Shelly package when you can just play Powder Pandemonium? This card's really good. Well, the whole Shelly package got nerfed, and so people were like, okay, well, if the deck is playable, it's gonna be with Powder Monkeys and Powder Pandemonium. And people quickly realized this card is really, really, really good. This card is basically just Decimate a lot of the times. Like, it's just Decimate, but better. And for those of you that don't know, Decimate is a too powerful card, and it got rotated out of Standard. Because they're like, yeah, that Decimate card, way too powerful. Let's rotate it. But they accidentally left Decimate in the game. They just left it in and under the Bilgewater region. For those of you that don't know, we'll look up Eternal here. But Decimate is a 6 mana, deal 4 damage to the Nexus. That's it. It's just 6 mana, deal 4 damage, and this card was played in basically every aggro deck. Every Bard deck played 3 copies of Decimate because face damage, good. But Powder Pandemonium just says 5 mana, summon a monkey for every time you've plundered. Monkeys say when I die, deal 1 damage to the Nexus. So if you've procced plunder 4 times, you're going to summon 4 2/1s that say when I die, deal 1 damage to the Nexus. What that basically says is if you only have plunder 4 times, this is at bare minimum, worst case scenario, this is going to be 5 mana, deal 4 damage to the Nexus. Does that sound familiar to you guys? Does that sound familiar? Also, can I add that this costs 5, Decimate got nerfed to 6. So it costs less mana than Decimate. It costs less mana than Decimate, does more damage than Decimate, because, again, Decimate only does 4. This could do 5 or even 6, because you can summon, 6 units in play. So you can put 6 units in play and have them all die. That is 6. That's also not counting if they attack with anything, because they also give the opponents vulnerable, so you get to challenge. And then the monkeys can get in for 2 damage themselves. So each monkey technically represents 3 damage. So really, you could fill the board with 18 damage worth of cards if you just have, 6 cards that all do 3 damage each. So it's much higher value than Decimate is. So people are like, okay, well, how do we abuse this Powder Pandemonium deck? It uses Plunder Activators. Fuck it. Let's just Control F Plunder. So if you look at the Plunder keyword, look at all these great cards. We're playing just about every playable Plunder card. You see here we have Samira makes All Out has Plunder, Elegant Edge has Plunder, Jagged Butcher has Plunder, Your Elusive has Plunder, Swindle has Plunder, Prayer has Plunder, Barb Chain has Plunder, and of course you have Monkeys. Some of the options that aren't played, you're playing Jagged Taskmaster, you're just not on all 3. At least I'm not. Monkey Business is really the only other card that can be considered. Dashing Dandy I think is just bad. I think this card is just too bad to be played. So this is the only other card that can be considered to be played, but honestly, I just don't really have room for it. I kind of like my other cards too much, and I already want to add more cards in, I just don't have room for it. So yeah, so the idea is you just like plunder a lot, and then you eventually get to a point to where you just slam down a big Powder Pandemonium, and you just say like, okay, I win the game. Because like at bare minimum, I've probably done, 6 damage to you, 7 damage to you. You're at 13 HP. I'm going to play a Powder Pandemonium for 6. Worst case scenario, it burns you for 6. You go to 7. I play second Powder Pandemonium. You go to 1. And then I'm sure I have some sort of ping spells between, your stylish shots, your warning shots, your Samira. Like, you have ways to deal ping damage to the opponent's face. Even your pirouettes can ping face. So it's pretty good. So that's the main idea is around this is you just play around this monkey card because monkey card very, very, very solid. So there's not really too much to go over in the deck because, like I said, it's kind of just plunder activators. I will talk about the cards I don't play. So again, I don't play Dashing Dandy. I just think this card is bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think 3 mana conditional 4/4 with Overwhelm is not great. I think it doesn't win as often as you want it to, and I'd rather play other cards like the Taskmaster. I don't play, again, the 2 mana spell because I just don't have room for it. It's a really good card. It would easily be my like 41st card, but I don't have room for it. And I do play Jagged Taskmaster, though, because this is your anti-control tool. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, what do you do if you run into the Deny region? And the Deny region stops your monkeys from coming down. It's like, well, then you just hit them. You just hit them in the head. You hit them in the head, and Jagged Taskmaster is really good at hitting them in the head. Because she makes all of your units deal 1 more damage. So, like, your Elegant Edge is now a 4/2. Your Jagged Butcher is now a 4/3. Your Fizz is now a 4/2. When it flips, so like you push more damage with it that way, on top of the fact that if you ever do get monkeys down and just like you're 1 extra monkey wide, your monkeys now can kill more things into mid-range, as well as, again, if you're just slightly wider than them, your monkeys can push in that extra point of damage, which can matter a lot of the times. So that's why I'm on that. Another card I considered playing is Fervor. I know a lot of people are on Fervor. Fervor is kind of like a zoomer card people are adding in. I think, I don't really know what they're cutting for. Like, if I had to guess, I'd go like -1 Elixir, -1 Warning Shot, play 2 Fervor. That could be the list you could play. And be on like 2 Warning Shots, no Elixir of Wrath, but Elixir of Wrath is pretty good. So, in my opinion, it's been pretty decent. I like the random, 1 mana Fervor, and in some ways it's 1 mana Fervor. So, I really like it. But yeah, this is the deck list. We're on 1 Inferno. Also, is the last card I want to cover. People are saying, why aren't you on 3? Because 3 Inferno, 3 Pandemonium is kind of awkward. Being able to draw fleeting Powder Pandemonium is not really what you want to do. You kind of want to have Powder Pandemonium for when your board set is set up for it. Because Powder Pandemonium is also obviously not good when you are full on board. So the idea is you get like a full board, and then you make that do a bunch of damage or trade or block, and then you Powder Pandemonium once they clear your board somehow. And that's when it's good. Being forced to play Powder Pandemonium when it's fleeting can kind of like throw your games because you have to think like, oh, well, now I have to trade my board away right now, otherwise I'm going to lose out on the best card in my deck. Or you don't do that, and now you just lost out on the best card of your deck for no reason. So 1 Inferno is good because into control, again, you need a game plan that's not Powder Pandemonium, and Inferno into control is really, really good. As well as sometimes it just helps you not gas out, which is really, really good. And if you do draw the Powder Pandemonium, can be good depending on the board state, can be bad sometimes, is what it is. Like, Inferno giveth, Inferno taketh. That's also why we're only on 1, because you don't want to draw super clunky stuff all the time with it. Yeah, so that's it. General play pattern, there's not really any super tricks outside of Barb Chain. Often you want to use on their turn. You want to use on their attack token turn, so that way you draw the fleeting cards on your turn, especially if you draw like a Powder Pandemonium with this. A Powder Pandemonium fleeting is much better on your turn unless you need it for blocking. Because you get to actually attack with the monkeys that have vulnerable and stuff like that. And just in general, drawing the cards on your turn is going to be better. So if you draw something like a Stylish Shot, it's nicer. If you draw some sort of unit, you can immediately attack with it or refill or something of that nature. Pirouette lets you push more damage because you can probably kill something and then stun something or whatnot. So generalize, I try and Barb Chain on my turn. Now, of course, if you just have no cards or no playable, like if you just don't have anything to play, you can just Barb Chain and do it on their turn anyways. You'll see me do that quite a lot here at the VOD coming up. And yeah, so that's probably the only real trick. Swindle in the mirror match is really, really important because in the mirror match, monkeys is all that really matters. So being able to swindle a monkey is really good if you're behind and gets you ahead. But also, I've done this thing where I've like sat there and swindled my opponent's swindle, and I just like leveled up my Fizz and my Samira like instantly, basically, and it's really just broken and not fair. So you can like snag their swindle a couple times and then swap your swindle out for something else, and so they can't do that back to you, and that's a really good combo you can do. But yeah, that's it for the deck overview. I know that was kind of a long one because I want to explain why this deck is so different and kind of the tricks on how to use the cards. Yeah, so now we're going to get into the games. The games are going to be a VOD from my tournament day. I played in a $1,000 or $2,000 tournament. And then I played this deck. It got banned all but 1 round. The 1 round, it didn't get banned. I won. But the gameplay you guys are going to be seeing is from Ladder, where I went up to 1400 LP. So at the time, I was like rank 4. Now I'm rank 6 because LP is absolutely disgusting at the moment. You see here, like all these people are up here. So I climbed up to 1400 LP. So you guys were gonna be able to watch that happen. So the highest of Masters ladder being played with this deck, so you know it's not just me playing against Joe Schmoes and, you know, normal games or for fun games, stuff like that. This is like the peak ladder gameplay. Yeah, so before we get into the games, I wanted to remind you guys that 68% of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to me. So if you can do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button, it'd help me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. On top of that, just comment like literally anything. I know that you guys are commenting the words literally anything under my videos, but I just want you to know that that actually helps my videos get featured more, helps them find the YouTube algorithm likes them because I think people are engaging with it. So just keep doing stuff like that. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this intro. I hope you guys enjoy the games. What is this? Amazus? Oh, we played against this person earlier, right? Oh no, it's the Ash LeBlanc. Oh, this hand's like almost really good. We just need like an elusive unit, and this hand is broken. Nice. Okay, I'll play Elegant Edge. This is better if they have Omen Hawk on one. This is better if they play 5-2 on 2 and win a trade into it. It probably doesn't really matter. After turn 3, they're just gonna be playing like big ass units anyways, so.
I need just a moment. For glory, you are mine.
Sure. We could have all-outed and traded, but they're too much. What we can do is we can Jagged Butcher. I like doing this play actually. Jagged Butcher, swing with Stylish Shot. Okay. I can do this. And actually, Born, I head out. Peace. See you later, Per.
Time to make an appearance.
Yeah, Frostbite. These cards suck. Wait, these cards suck. What the fuck? Why do these cards suck so bad? Fizz would be nice.
I will unite the frail.
The good news is monkeys just like auto wins us the games often. Alright, we can kill off something here. The Ash. We kill off half their board here.
I'll cut them apart. As the arrow flies, face me.
Okay. Seems good. Well, I can make this 4.
Them all, eh?
They're like in a pretty decent spot still. We do that. We're just gonna try and get there. They didn't have a Frostbite we could steal. We know all 3 out of 4 of their cards in their hand are as though.
Remember me.
So that's good.
Everywhere.
They are
One.
reputations though. If I could draw a Samira, that'd be cool. Or any cheap unit. Monkeys was not it, but I don't know. We had to kill their stuff at least, or at least try to. They can put their thing on here. Second monkeys was really good draw. So they're just gonna go like block, shoot this one. But then they lose their whole board? That doesn't sound good. They're probably gonna try and keep one of these alive. They go to 5, I'm 1 damage off. Oh no, they're just gonna lose their whole board. Okay. So, we still know 2/3 of their hand. I assume one of them is a champion, because that Omen Hawk was top deck. Or, okay. me what you got. Glory
Victory
Seeker.
requires a sharp
Okay.
blade.
I mean, I'm gonna take 2 points of burn here every time.
Or forgiveness.
That's what you want to do.
Only the finest
Ah,
serve.
Assessor. Okay.
For glory, you are mine.
Unless you drew Brittle Steel. You could copy this, put me to 10. Okay. You don't have Brittle Steel. You're at 6. I need 2 damage is all. Okay.
I'll cut them apart. Face me.
Alright, find me 2 damage, game. Find me a Fizz, find me... Oh. A 2-1. Because we know this is we know their hand is the Reckless guy. Okay, I mean, monkeys will get us there. Because one other card in their hand is a not blocker. This card can't block, and they just have 2 top decked cards. Alright, so yeah, they're gonna have 2 blockers and then just die. Monkeys are pretty good into Ash LeBlanc.
Few earn the right to call themselves Trifarian.
Pretty good. After this game. Hank, why would we do this to ourselves? We just need to find monkeys. Parrot's really good on their CS turn. But I'm hoping we can kind of just like find a monkey before then and be happy. It's really like 2 monkey is what we want. Here's 3 damage.
Started without me.
I have mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud style.
Here's 3 damage. Okay. Don't think that matters. There's 1 monkey.
If you can fight, show me.
Nope. Not today.
Don't ask for permission.
Not today, friend.
Or forgiveness.
Wow, your hand is poo-poo. Your hand is poo-poo. Ooh, that's a good card. Okay.
Fresh to death.
I have to have 1 mana deal in to punish this, but I'm down to force him to have it.
Ready.
Opponent just took like 3 extra damage for no reason. Way more than 3. Opponent just took like 5 extra damage for no reason. I could catch them. Wait, can we just like kill them with monkeys next turn? I think we can. All these are pretty bad. They think we want their champion strength. They think we want their champion strength. Where is it gonna hit you? For, LP gain per loss. It's random. Thanks for following, Aeneas. Oh, his hand's kind of gas. His hand's kind of gas. Get the beat back. I think I'm gonna open Jagged Butcher and just hit them. Even better. Even better. Feels so good.
I'm coming in.
How do you ever deal with this card? You have to have Nora. Opponent's about to get gamed on, as the
Don't
kids
ask
say.
for permission or forgiveness.
No, opponent, no! Why you do this? Why you do this? Oh, don't do that, opponent. Don't do that. That's not good.
Mama would love you.
Opponent, no! Stop targeting Fizz.
Home is just around the
Oh.
portal.
Stop it.
Wanna see a trick? Are you lost too?
Come on, you sorry lot. Where's your spirit?
I think we can assume they don't have... Yeah, I think we can assume they don't have ways to hit Fizz because of how they played the last time. Okay. Or Nor player. They really tried their heart out. Oh, ain't no way they develop, right? Surely they just get in there? Okay. Well, I guess it didn't matter. I guess they did not like what they thought did.
Too easy. Where was the danger?
17. How does this deck even beat mid-range deck with such small units? Because your units are unblockable. Your units are unblockable is the answer. Unblockable and can't be dealt with. And even though the units are small, the HP total is not very high. We're just gonna hit you for a lot. We're just gonna hit you for a lot here, Brinster. I hope you're fine with that. Got Shelly Virgil replaces her. More cards that have the plunder keyword on them. Plunder keyword good. Champion strength. I like me some champion strength. But it's probably just Wandering Shepherd. It is good to not have to play around champion strength though. Oh, Wandering Shepherd? I think it's Wandering Shepherd just to give like our elusive unit scout or something. Or fearsome. New dashing dance could be better. I mean, they could be, yeah, but I don't think it is. Like, I just don't think Dashing Dandy's a good card, really. What if I just made you big as fuck? That good.
Anyone seen any sheep around here? I lost mine.
Attack good. Okay. But they're just trying to build up a wide board. Oh, we need to find powder pandemonium or this game is over. We have 2 turns to do it, really. Let's get some good elusive cards here, please. Okay. Nice. Nice-oo! I hit you for 2 more. Really 3. Quick attack weapon is great in this matchup. Okay, we're gonna draw some cards and... Maybe we wait to draw cards and see if we draw a monkey eventually on our turn. I think that's what we do. I think we're just gonna like parlay next turn, Father Fury, and then try and draw a monkey on our turn. That was a good draw too. Hunter of Terror. I really need this to kill, so we're just gonna do this. I really need the plunder proc, is what I mean. So I'm not gonna shoot the through one because if they have form up, I just cry. And you can say like, oh well, if you form up, then they can't champion strength you next turn. But that's my attack token, so if they champion strength me, and it is what it is. It's not nearly as scary. So here we're just going to block.
Hey, stop that.
Cards. Okay. You form up here to keep it alive. What? Butcher, let's just make some blockers. Making blockers is the name of the game, baby. Not dying is the goal. The way to not die. Then for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can like basically kill them next turn. We don't need to equip the weapon here. I think they have a buster shot or something. They might be waiting for us to equip so they could do their stuff. Fizz, elixir. Ooh, no monkey. No monkey, but their champion strength is not crazy. At least I don't think it's crazy. They might just be dead if they champion strength. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they're just dead if they champion strength. Like, actually dead. Okay, so not dead.
Let's go! Grab my hat! Comb my mustache!
So this way, if they have, like, one fast speed removal spell, we're fine. Like, if they just have one group shot, they'll just have lethal. Cool! Plus 17 again. Alright, that's gonna be it for me. Yeah, you got Terra, Demonis, Tristana? I did, yes. Alright. We got there.